Everybody right now is talking about Star Fox, and I'm glad because I really want a brand new Star Fox game. People are speculating that we're going to get a new Star Fox game because Nate the Hate says so. But at the same time, you got people speculating that the rumors that or leaks that Nate the Hate got were probably fake leaks that Nintendo put out in order to catch whoever it is that's been giving these leaks to Nate the Hate. And I, for one, hope this is really true. I hope that Nintendo finds out who's been leaking all this information to Nate the Hate, to Pyro, or whoever the hell else is, spoiling the surprise for us. I really hope so. And I hope Nintendo gets rid of them. Because I'm sick and tired of these idiots like Nate the Hate. This guy, he's a piece of trash. He does not care about Nintendo fans or anything. He just cares about being the one to, get the big scoop and spoil a surprise. And that pisses me the hell off. And I get sick and tired of seeing all these YouTubers, basically, running with all these leaks and rumors just for their own YouTube channel. They don't give a damn about the surprise factor, and then they want to run their stupid mouth and talk shit about, well, it's Nintendo's fault for not giving us a direct sooner. Like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you don't know why Nintendo chooses to do these things. Nintendo has a reason for choosing when to show information. It could be because the game's not completed, it doesn't look well yet. It could be for a multitude of reasons. It could be because they're trying to get as many games, polished before they could include them in a showcase. I'm sure there's many good reasons for it, but a lot of stupid people always want to justify, these leaks, these rumors and stuff like that, especially when they're YouTubers whose YouTube channel depends on it. But anyways, I'm kind of getting off on a tangent there. I really hope that we are going to get a Star Fox game. The question is, what kind of Star Fox game should it be? I do not just want another simple, rail shooting Star Fox game. Let me tell you, after the movie, I decided to start playing through the Star Fox games. They are really fun. Even the old one on the Super NES, really good. Star Fox 2 is a little annoying. I'm having a hard time with that one because it's like, what the hell do I even do here? This doesn't make sense. I'm supposed to shoot these buttons or something and then get inside of the thing, but nothing's happening. So it's kind of weird. I'm gonna have to watch some Let's Plays on it. Star Fox 64, super phenomenal. Probably the best one, besides the other games that I hadn't played yet, which would be Star Fox Assault, Star Fox Zero. I have played Starlink Battle for Atlas. That's a really awesome game. That's an open world game, and it includes Star Fox if you have the Nintendo version of that game. And I'm going to say this, the next Star Fox game I hope takes inspiration from Starlink and Star Fox Assault on the GameCube. Star Fox Assault on the GameCube is probably the only Star Fox game where you can actually play as Star Fox, not just riding in the R-Wing, but you can land, get outside of it, and run around and shoot enemies as Star Fox. We definitely need that. I think the kids or the younger generation would definitely want that. They would want to see Star Fox and run around as him. And I think that would add more variety to the damn game. So here's basically what the next Star Fox game needs to be. I think the perfect way to do it, not for it to be an open world game, let me just say that, but more of a sandbox style open world, similar to Super Mario Odyssey and Donkey Kong Bonanza. Now, if you played any of those games, you're traveling to these different maps, and they all look distinct from each other. You got in Donkey Kong Bonanza, you're basically traveling down to the Earth, and each layer is completely different from the other, right? There's like 17 different layers. They all look different. Now, let's take Mario Galaxy, the Mario Galaxy games. You have different galaxies, and each galaxy has like 3 or 4, 5 planets in it that you go to and you have to collect stars in, right? So what if they make a Star Fox game where there's multiple different galaxies, and each of those galaxies look different. They all have their different look and whatnot. And they have 3 to 4 different planets, and when you're in that galaxy, you can fly from each different planet. You got some are being attacked, and then you got to go over there and help them. Others, you got some important missions, some extraction missions and whatnot. I think that would be really cool. And whenever you're going to these planets, after you get done destroying enemies, you can start helping out with building bases. That was a thing in Starlink Battle for Atlas. I think that would be a good way to handle the open world aspect, is to make it more of that sandbox style where you're able to ride, but you're not able to fully explore the whole map, only explore different sections, different galaxies that have multiple planets. I think that would be a good way to go about it. And then there are enemy bases, or there are, ally bases that you can land in order to jump out of there, and then now you're playing as Star Fox on foot. You're infiltrating a base. You can actually, you can see the jets flying around outside and everything like that. And that would be really cool. I think that would be really awesome if they did something like that and have some little bit of platforming in it, but then implement rail shooting as well. So of course there could be missions where you're doing the classic Star Fox rail shooting, but imagine if they did that with Star Fox on foot as well. There are moments where, like, let's say the enemy base is about to self-destruct and blow up, so now you're having to escape, right? And now it becomes kind of like a running rail shooter type game, similar to like Mirror's Edge or something, where you're running or whatever, you're jumping over cradles and you're shooting at bad guys, you're sliding under lasers. That would be really awesome if they did something like that. So that's kind of like what I think will make a perfect Star Fox game at this point, if they do it in that fashion. Have it to where it's somewhat open world, but you can only drive from planet to planet in certain galaxies, and then maybe when you have to travel to the next galaxy, it's basically like a rail shooter. So that's what I'm hoping for, like, the next big Star Fox game, guys. I really hope they do it that way. Many YouTubers, popular YouTubers already have said, oh yeah, it's going to be a classic rail shooter or whatever, and it's like, I don't really want it to be that. I don't want it to just be your typical classic rail shooter. I think that's lazy. I think they can easily do something better. We have Starlink, which should have been, what should have given Nintendo a good idea of what to do. It would be stupid if it's a classic Star Fox game. As much as I enjoyed them and they were really fun, they have to do more than just that, especially if they want to make this character more popular. Again, I've seen comments on YouTube, people saying, yeah, I had my kid play the original games, but they just kept on asking, are we going to be able to get out of the jet? Are we going to be able to run around as Star Fox? And obviously the answer is no. Now, before this new Star Fox game comes out, if it even exists, or before they even start making one, they really need to hurry the hell up and drop Star Fox Assault on the GameCube NSO. Why they hadn't done that yet is pissing me off. Like, hurry up and do that. I guess they're just waiting for people to finish watching the movie at the theaters and then do that, but they need to hurry up and do that. It makes no sense not to. I want to play that game. I want to play Star Fox Assault. It looks extremely fun. Looks really awesome. Looks like it may even be the best Star Fox game that was ever made. I sincerely believe that. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think. Oh, there's also Star Fox Zero that was on the Wii U. I'm not sure if that game's playable without the gamepad, without the Wii U gamepad, but if it is, hopefully they drop that as well. So you guys, let me know what you think about all of this. I'm excited about Star Fox. I think it's going to end up surpassing Metroid, and it's going to be the one to fill in that void, that's been there for a while, because for decades now it's always been Mario and Zelda. Those have been the two biggest Nintendo IPs, and they've always been trying to make Metroid, I think, that third game to join that trinity of most popular Nintendo games. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen, with Metroid 4 being an absolute disappointment. So it's probably going to end up being Star Fox, and that's fine. I think that's great, But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for Star Fox right now. You guys let me know what you would think, what you would want for a Star Fox game. Would you want it to be the way I just explained it, or do you think they should just do like a full-on, open world Star Fox game where you can fly to all planets just like in Starlink? Or do you think it should just be the classic formula? Y'all let me know, and I will talk to you guys later.
Enemy fighters inbound. They're going after the research ships.
Of course they are. We found the research ships. Move to intercept.
That got him! Way to go!
I'm disappointed in you, Fox. Well, the outpost destruction has kept it out of enemy hands. I can't say the same for the rest of Fachina. Now Venom is able to gain a foothold and possibly destroy or capture more of our experimental projects. You will remain on Fachina until this is remedied, lest I terminate your contract.
For those of you who are really interested, you'll see that there's a Patreon link down below, there.